Morning, welcome to Something Saturday. So today I thought we would have a go at something that I've never tried before, which is faux tiling. So I will take away the pretty background and we will move on to it. Okay, so faux tiling. You can see that you've got lines going through this, so it makes it look like tiles. And the same with this one. And then I've got a bit fancy with this one. I haven't obviously made it up into a card yet, but I actually thought, you know, often tiles have that shine to them. So yeah, I thought I'd probably better do one that has that shiny look and actually makes me think of tiles. So I know you can get matte tiles, but I'm not very keen on matte tiles. I'm a shiny girl. You know, I like shiny things. Hence the fact that my husband always says I'm like a goldfish and I like bling. So, as I've done with this one, I actually figured that if I use the rectangle stitched framelit dies, that they actually make quite a nice sort of size for my tiling. So I have one I prepared earlier. Just imagine that I've gone through with the stamping, cut and emboss machine and cut one out. Let's just move. I don't think I'm going to need that temporarily, but I am going to need this. You could do this with the score tool, but it's kind of difficult to get it all in the frame here. So I'm just going to use my my little scoring thingo here. Now, what did I go with? I think I went 2 centimeters, maybe, or no? Hang on a minute. Let me just check. Okay, no, I went 1.5 centimeters because I was thinking that was a good sort of size for what looks like tiles on this. So 1.5, then up to 3, and turn it round, and then it would be 3, 4, 4.5. And 4.5, so that'll be 6, and that gives me lines going in that direction. Then I used, what did I go with? 2.5 going this way. Woohoo! Oh, 2.5 is a lot easier, isn't it, to calculate? So 2.5, 5, 7.5, and I think that'll do us. So hopefully you can see this, that we've now got, if I just move it around a bit like that, we've now got scored lines everywhere. Now I have been having a bit of an experiment with this. Oh, excuse the slightly dirty paper. That was for something else that I thought I'd have a go at some point. So I did discover that you're going to need to have stamps that have quite a block image to them. So this one here, because it had the splodge for the background of it, I figured I could get away with it. It needs to be able to cover some of these tile parts, so that you still have the white, or the vanilla in this case, showing. So you'll see with this one as well, I've used this bigger image here, and then this one has, it's a reversible stamp, so you stamp the front of it and then you can stamp the back of it and it gives you a flat piece. And then I've also, because I didn't like the look of it when it was just plain white, I've actually gone over it with some of my big flat stamps like this, which are, wait for it, watercolor shapes. This is such a useful set, actually. I use this a lot just for backgrounds and things. So I've been using my, in fact, here's another one I made. I'm not sure that I quite like this one as much, but this one I use the circles in the background and I just layered up the circles on top of it. So I might do something with it and pop that onto my blog as well. Therefore, let's pop those ones to one side, and I'm gonna make the most of these ones. I think I used the So Happy For You. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I used You're in My Mind and My Heart. So let's just decide which one I want to use, whether I just want to go with that one. Could I use them both? Maybe I could. I didn't even think about picking out colours. Oh, that was really thick. Well, let's go with Starry Sky. It's one of my favourites. Now, what you do want to make sure is that your ink pad isn't over inky, because if it is, then the ink tends to seep into the little crevices on this. So I don't think this one is. Let's just try it out. No, we're all good on that. So do I want to do that first, or do I want to do that first? Probably this one, now that I've got the other one inked up. Excellent. I'm just So Happy For You. So it doesn't want to be stamped for a long time, and you don't want to press really hard, which is not how I would normally tell people to stamp. I'd normally say hold it down, count to 5, lift it off. This particular time you just want to hold it down till you know the ink's gone onto it, and then lift it off so that it leaves those lines in place for you. Right, let's add this one into the corner here. There it is. Oh, that looks quite pretty actually. I might even add a little bit up the top there, and now I'm going to get a bit carried away here. Why? Because I can. Because it's my video and I can do what I want to. Let's just add a little bit there. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that now. Equally, I'm not too sure what oh no, I just put my cleaner on the floor, so let's just move that down to there. All right, so I'm going to get rid of my Starry Sky, and I'm going to find a lighter colour, because I still want to add a little bit more colour into the background, so those lines actually really do pop out a bit more. What colour am I going to use? What colour would go with it? Oh, you know what? Highland Heather might look pretty with it. So let's see just how inky this is first off. All right, so what we might do is we might throw that around a bit, and I'm going to have a go. I'm just going to have to ink it off each time I use it. There we go. I'm just going to do this until I'm happy with the saturation that I've got on it. There we go. That looks pretty good. And wow, those lines have actually come out really nicely. I think that's probably one of the better ones I've done so far. Ooh, look at that. I'm doing well on my videos. All right. I was going to also show you how I created this shiny bit on here. And somewhere around here is this one. So my glue mat, because we need glue for this part. And what we need is the fine tip glue pen. Now, little thing with the fine tip glue pen is that in theory, when you get it, there is this part here that is supposed to stick straight into there. Only somewhere along the line, mine didn't end up in there, and it ended up somehow in like that, which doesn't help it because the nozzle got completely clogged up and I can't use it in the way that it's supposed to be used like that anymore. However, it still has, don't know if you can see this, but no, don't think I can pull it down far enough. Let's see. The glue actually still comes up to about here on it, so there's actually still quite a lot of glue in there. So therefore I'm going to screw off the top of it, and I've just got a stick. Can't think of the word of it. Yeah, like little, not cocktail stick sort of thing. And all I'm going to do is just spread this glue around within the little tiles. So you're kind of, in a way, painting the glue around inside the tiles. I don't recommend you actually use a brush for it, because a brush is gonna end up quite gluey, and I'm not too sure how well it would clean off. I mean, that's up to you if you feel that a brush would work for you. I think it's because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to clean off the brush, whereas a stick is actually really easy to clean. You just wipe it with a tissue. And my craft room doesn't actually have a sink, so potentially if my craft room had a sink, then maybe I would feel a little differently about having to wash things up. Anyway, that is the general idea, and then I have this tissue over here that I just wipe that off with. And what I'll do is, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to watch me finishing this off, because now I've taught you the technique, you can go and have a go at it now. So I used 1.5 and 2.5 centimeters, that is, to create this one, and also to create those two as well. I'm pretty sure I used the same. Looks similar, doesn't it? Yes, it is the same. This one here, I just went a bit bigger, and I actually went with square tiles. So it all depends on your, you know, what you fancy having on it. So if you have a go at it, don't forget to share it. And do feel free to share the love of the video with your friends and things. And then, you know, always more is nice, isn't it? There was a saying with that, and it's completely gone from my head. Excellent. And come back and see me next Saturday, but don't forget to check out the blog and see how I finish off these cards, and I will put a few more details on there. All right, thanks for joining me. Bye.